Good evening and welcome a little later to Fleece TV. I hope you're all right today in this lovely sunny evening. We've got the pleasure of one Mr. Marcel Zidani playing us out of our show this evening, but I did have a little chat with him earlier in the day, and this is that chat.
So I'm joined today by our friend Marcel Zidani, who is an international concert pianist of some renown. And so we're very lucky to have Marcel with us. Marcel used to live in the village, has moved just a little distance away now. So hi Marcel, welcome to.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, it's not too bad. So I just wonder how are you doing? What are you doing to keep busy in these strange times?
Well, it has been difficult. I've had a lot of concerts cancelled, everything up until September so far, and I mean probably anything beyond that will probably go as well. So I've been trying to get a handle on this online teaching. Most of my students have converted to online teaching, so I've still got that part of the business mostly. And as the concert, I'm doing a lot less practice because of the cancelled concerts means that I've been able to concentrate on the composing side of things, and so I've been writing a lot more. I'm literally just about to get this book finally off the ground. Another book I've written for piano students who are beginners of around grade 1 to about grade 3, and so that's just at the printing press at the moment, so I'm waiting for a copy of that to come through the door just to give it the once over and the go ahead. So that's where I've really been concentrating my efforts lately.
Fantastic. I didn't and so when will the book be available then?
Well, I'm thinking I've always set these kind of deadlines.
Yeah.
Work harder, and I've got all these other things that I need to do as well. But whenever I set a date, I always end up going beyond it. And so I planned to have it out much earlier in the year, and now we're in May now, aren't we? I think, and so hopefully by the end of May, I'll have more than a proof. I'll have the actual copies as well. Enough.
What's it going to be called? What's its title?
It's straightforward because it's educational stuff, this one, and so it's called Away from the Grade. There's a lot of the time students can often be so exam focused that they're not doing the other stuff in between, the fun stuff or the preparation stuff for the next grade. Often they may go from one grade straight on to the next, and then you're not really learning a wide variety of music. So I've tried to get some kind of fun, easy stuff for this particular book, grades 1 to 3, so that they can do other things and improve their reading skills of a variety of styles, from kind of jazz to popular styles and the classical as well. So it covers about three different styles of music, and with a bit of technique in there as well.
Fantastic. I think it's you're not on your own in not sticking to deadlines. I'm finding that more and more actually. One day just melts into the next day, doesn't it? I think
it does at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. And you, thanks very much, Marcel. I do appreciate you joining us. And you've kindly recorded a piece for us that we're going to use at the end of the this program tonight. What's the piece that you've played for us?
Well, it's a brilliant piece. Some of my diploma students have been playing this piece, and so I've been teaching it. But I thought, well, I've never actually really played it, so I thought I'd get on top of it and figure it out. And it's a really beautiful piece, "The Man I Love," by Gershwin, and you can hear people like Ella Fitzgerald and others singing it on YouTube as well. So I tried to do it very much in their style, really. And yeah, it's just a beautiful piece. I think you can't fail to like it. Thanks for letting me record it in advance, because as I mentioned to you earlier, this piano hasn't been tuned since, well, January now, and so I'm enjoying the keyboard a little bit more, the electronic keyboard a bit more.
Oh yeah.
We're fairly out of tune here, so.
Yeah, I suppose that's quite true. It's like you think about, well, you can't get your hair cut, but you don't think about getting your piano tuned necessarily, do you?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I normally do it about 3 times a year, but yeah, a bit behind at the moment.
Yeah. hopefully soon they'll release things enough that you'll be able to get it sorted out. I'm sure for the vast majority of us, it will sound perfectly.
That's very kind.
Yeah. But okay, well, thanks very much, Marcel, and we look forward to listening to that at the end of the show, and we'll catch you again another time if that's all right.
Hello, welcome back. Thanks, Marcel. That was great, and I look forward to hearing in play shortly. Just a few comments. Jean and Sharon are watching, and Helen. Lisa Winterbourne says, hello, Fleece people. Wish I could be there for a dance and a beer. Hi, Lisa. Linda's watching. Andrew Spur says, Marcel is such a star. Kathy says the pizza and garlic bread were delicious, and Mike's enjoying a pint. Hello. What are you doing? Spike, hi Spike, you're right. And so, yeah, loads of nice comments tonight. So, we're going to talk now about this lovely chair. This is a chair that is quite remarkable because it is made by a chap called Clissett, who was a chairmaker over in just over the Herefordshire border back in the 19th century. And you can see, actually, on the headstock, it's W. So that WC was they made the chairs between Walter Clissett and Philip Clissett. So this is a Walter Clissett headstock. But these chairs were made by Philip Clissett, and Philip Clissett is famous in the world of chairs because he was the man who, the great and good of the arts and crafts movement, people like William Morris and so forth, went to find out about how to make country chairs so that they could make them themselves and get them made down in London and so forth. And the thing about Philip Clissett was he made a chair for them which was used a design that was actually borrowed from a chair maker in Evesham, Kerry's of Evesham, no longer around either, and that chair led to eventually to Macintosh's design for his tall ladder back chairs that you'll see in the tea rooms in Glasgow and so forth. So this has got a real heritage, and we've got 8 of these tucked away in various places in the Fleece, just 1 or 2 downstairs because they're obviously quite a delicate chair, but we've got 8 of these. But the thing about them is they weren't here when I arrived. You can see them on a picture, one of the older pictures from back in the 50s in the pub, but these weren't here. And somebody came into the pub one day, a friend of mine, Mr. Paul Shuttler, who deals in such things. He said, I know where your chairs are. And they were actually in the attic of Upton House near Banbury. And they've been there for decades. They'd trusted taking them away to mend them and had not quite got round to it. So Paul knew about them because his wife Jo was the curator there, and they lived on site for a short while. So he told me about them, and I got in touch with Upton House, and after a while of negotiation, managed to get all the chairs. They were all broken in bits, got them all back, and had them lovingly restored by a chap called Justin Neal, who's an antiques restorer up in Ulster and a regular here, and he put them all back together and made them the beauteous things that they are today. But if it hadn't have been for the chance that Paul and Jo had worked for the National Trust over at Upton, we'd have never known where they were. But it's really great that they're back home. So that's the chair story. That's the chair story.
Just one of your many chair stories.
One of my many chair stories, yeah. There'll be more chairs to come. And we've had, time for a clock. We're going to have chance on a chair. There you go, going forward. So that's nearly it for us tonight. We've obviously, a show wouldn't be a show nowadays without one of Julian's jokes. So here's Julian's joke of the day.
Hello again. My wife said that our neighbour always kisses his wife goodbye when he goes to work. Why don't you do that, she said. I said, don't be ridiculous, I hardly know her.
It's a cracker. It's a cracker. So just a couple of things. We've got tonight. We've got a virtual pub live at 8:45 ish. There'll be a Zoom link, I think, on the Facebook page, should you wish to join in a short while. But for now, I'd just like to say thank you all for watching Fleece TV tonight. And over to Marcel with A Man I Love.